Hey guys, it's Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about the books that I would like to read this fall. First of all, you know that this is late. It is October 24th and fall started September 21st. Yeah. Also, I would like to apologize that you guys keep seeing this kind of content, which is like TBRs, hauls, summer wrap-ups. Like, I know. I don't have a lot of time to film. I have two roommates. It's very hard when they're both not in here because we do a lot of our stuff in here. So it's very hard. So right now it's Wednesday morning. I have 30 minutes before I have to go to class when both my roommates are not here. So I can't film the long discussion videos that I have planned out. And I do have a lot of fun, not necessarily fun, but definitely discussion videos that I would like to post and would like to get out there. I also, by the time you're seeing this, you should have seen my vlog, which I hope you guys enjoyed. I plan on doing more of those because I actually really enjoyed it, and now that I'm reading more, I feel like I could actually make like a reading vlog and it would actually be semi-interesting. But once again, I do most of my reading when my roommates are around, so it's kind of hard for me to film it. But if you haven't seen my reading vlog, check it up. I'll link it up above. But today I'm just going to be going over 5 books that I would like to read this fall. Like, for sure, definitely want to read. Starting off with a book that I had just started reading. I'm about 30 or so pages in, and that is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I started reading this on audiobook over the summer, I believe. Yes, because it was in my one vlog that I said I was going to read it. I'll link that up above as well. I didn't like the audiobook. I found it really confusing because of how many different characters there are and I could not keep track of them. So I got the physical copy for my birthday from my grandfather, and I'm so excited to read it. I would really like to be able to watch the movie as soon as possible. I've heard nothing but fantastic, amazing things about it. That's the main reason why I would really like to finish this book really soon, and I'm just really excited. Yeah, this kind of makes me sad though. This is not a sticker. It's just on the book. It's whatever, because you'll probably only ever see the spine, but I love these covers. I think they're freaking gorgeous. If you want to pick up a copy of this, I highly suggest these because the inside of them is also like, look at these end pages. Like, I can't even like begin. And then there's like, at the beginning of each part, there's like these cute little, it's so pretty. I highly recommend this edition. The next book I would like to read as soon as it is in my possession. I recently finished The Archive by Victoria Schwab. I loved it. Okay, it was like 5 stars. Okay, so like I really enjoyed it, and I was like, I really love this. I mean, it wasn't like super fantastic, but like I want to give it 5 stars. But I think it's like a 4.5-ish stars, but I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. I don't know why, like my rating thing has to have some things worked out in it. Definitely by next year I plan on making a video about that as well. But I recently read that, like I said, freaking loved it. So I ordered The Unbound by Victoria Schwab, and that is something I absolutely positively plan on getting through this fall. I'm obsessed with it so far. I know that this is only like the second book and then we're not going to get a third book, and I know all the drama with it. If you don't, basically Victoria wrote these 2 books and they didn't do well enough as far as I know, and so we're never going to get the 3rd book published, and it's really sad. But I just became so obsessed, and I wish I didn't read it almost, because now I know I'm going to read the 2nd book and I'm not going to be fulfilled because there's never going to be a 3rd book. But it's so good. Like, I could not turn down reading the next one. So that, I'm super excited. If anyone's interested, after I'm done, I think I might post a review about them. I mean, like, not a lot of people talk about them, but they're fantastic. Like, fantastic. Speaking of Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab as she goes under for when she's writing these next 2 books I'm going to show you, I would like to read Vicious and Vengeful, both by V.E. Schwab, Victoria Schwab. I won these in a giveaway. I want to read these. I've heard nothing but fantastic things, especially about Vicious. I haven't heard much about Vengeful. It sounds like it might not be up my alley at all, but I've heard such good things. So it's Victor and Eli started out as college roommates who recognize the same sharpness and ambition in each other. In their senior year, a shared research interest in adrenaline, near-death experiences, and seemingly supernatural events reveals an intriguing possibility that under the right conditions, someone could develop extraordinary abilities. But when their thesis moves from the academic to the experimental, things go horribly wrong. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this sounds like something that would bore me out of my mind, but I've heard that it's so fast-paced and it's so interesting, so we're going to give it a try. I'm hoping for the best, and then obviously I have this too. If I don't like this, then I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I probably won't read it because this is kind of thick boy. So there's that. Next book, Moonrise by Sarah Crossan. I think you guys probably know that I didn't read like any of the books that my sister picked out for me, and my sister picks my summer TBR. It's pretty embarrassing, but what's new? I'm doing really well with reading. I've finished 3 books in the last week, and I'm so happy with myself. But like I'm saying, I still have never read this. It's a quick book. It's written in verse. That's what it's called, written in verse. And it just sounds like it'd be so spectacular. I just need to read it. I feel like I could read this in probably a day or two. Like it would really be easy. I mean, this is all that's on one page, Sammy. You can read that. If you don't know what it's about, 17-year-old Joel hasn't seen his brother in 10 years. Ed didn't walk out on the family, not exactly. It's something more brutal. Ed's locked up on death row. Now his execution date has been set and the clock is ticking. Joe's determined to spend those last few weeks with his brother no matter what other people think and no matter whether Ed committed the crime. But did he, and does it matter in the end? It sounds beautiful. It sounds heartbreaking. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about it. I just need to read it. So there's that. And then, if you guys remember, at the beginning of the year, I posted the 5 books I need to read in 2018. I have currently read 2 out of the 5, which honestly for me, pretty impressed with. But I really would like to stick with this, and I would really like to finish that. Definitely need to make these books a priority. So one of those books was The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. So this is the story of Natasha, who is a girl who believes in science and facts, not fate, not dreams, not destiny. And she's definitely not the kind of girl who meets a cute boy on a crowded New York City street and falls in love with him. Not when her family is 12 hours away from being deported to Jamaica. Falling in love with him won't be my story. And then it's also about Daniel, who's always been a good son, the good student, living up to his parents' high expectations, never the poet or the dreamer. And when I see her, I forget about all that. Something about Natasha makes me think that fate has something much more extraordinary in store for both of us. So I've heard very mixed things about this, more so than when I first made my top 5 books I want to read in 2018. The main reason I picked it is because I picked a lot of books that I thought would broaden my reading horizons. They were all diverse in some sort of way, whether it was mental illness, race, or sexuality. But it sounds like a really gripping story, but it's also very clearly insta-love. I mean, it says it right there. They fall in love in one day. I don't know. If it's cute enough, I'll be down. But if it's not cute enough, I might hate it. So I've heard very mixed things about it, but I'm very excited to read it. It's kind of big though, honestly, if this takes place in one day, 350 pages basically. Also, okay, I know how I was hyping up the Crazy Rich Asians paperback, okay? Look at this book, right? You're like, oh, they're like 300 pages. Do you know how, these are Bible pages, guys. They are so freaking thin. Like, they're paper thin. You know how many pages this is? It's freaking 520 pages. I was like, oh my god, I'll be able to breeze through this. It's so freaking long. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. Anyway, those are my books that I plan to read in fall. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of my social media links are down below. I hope you guys are having a great day. Talk to you very soon. Bye!